There's this really cute lady now, and I really hope she wins.
All right. What?
Not like cute phys. Like, I'm not going to comment on a person's attractiveness. I'm obviously judging it subjectively. But she's just like a cute person. You know what I mean?
Oh, like in
Not that
personality.
you accidentally took a nap.
Yeah.
That happens so often to like
I
everyone.
same.
Yeah.
I
was very tired.
tried so hard to get out of tattooing this walk-in that came in at the last second.
Wait, are you a tattoo artist?
Yeah.
What that's so sick.
Yeah. It's exhausting though. And people don't understand. I'm like, I can't tattoo where you want me to tattoo your sunburn.
Oh, wait. Would that like distort the colors and stuff?
So basically what happens is, for one, since it's considered damaged skin, it's considered broken open by technicalities.
Oh.
So it's illegal for me to do it, first of all. Second of all, if I were to do it, once your skin starts to peel and all of that stuff, your tattoo won't stay, it'll just disappear. So then I just would be doing things, taking your money, doing something illegal, and then, you know.
Right.
So I had to like
assault.
No, it's like unethical. I don't know like the exact
There's no morality.
because technically they would be consenting to it because they have to sign a form.
Mm.
So
I hate to interrupt, guys, but Narshan has unmuted us.
Hi there, guys.
You guys want to talk about me and my tattoo artist job? Let's go.
I turned the stream and I can hear us twice.
Wait, help! What's the most eccentric tattoo you've done?
So far, I did a thigh piece that went from like the top of her hip to like her knee, of a dragon and some cherry blossoms.
God, that's so cool. Okay, I have to go grab my Switch charger because my Switch is dying.
Okay.
Mine has been on the charger this whole time.
Let's do
Hey, Ryan.
team one.
Who is this small child?
I don't know.
I mean, say hi to everyone.
Okay.
It's your baby brother?
That's my baby sister.
Baby sister.
Say hi.
Is she mute?
Alright, Emmy.
No, she was like goo-gooing and gagging and saying some things.
Before.
Yeah.
As soon as he told her to talk, she was like, nah.
Nah, fam. I don't want to anymore.
Emily,
Baby,
say hi.
Baby,
It's
listening
like when
to
you try
me?
to show off
No.
how good of a dog trainer you are.
She's just quiet. Especially compared to me.
Give her a few years.
Give her a few years.
Oh.
All right. Well, we have been live on the stream for a little bit.
Hi.
So, hello, friends out there watching the stream. My name's Narkton. I'm joined with the talented cast of Elbow, Help, and Batmoo joining us today.
And
Say hi,
Batmoo
everybody.
Jr.
And Batmoo Jr.
That's not how Junior works, Elba.
I mean,
She-
related to Batmoo and also Junior, right?
Precisely.
That seems reasonable.
She's Rob Moo, because Robin. definitely
Rob-a-moo.
Rob.
Alright. Rob Moo. Alright, sounds good. Okay, guys, well, I think first map is... Jesus.
I got this. Busan.
First map is Busan. Sorry, I was just looking at what my my senior sent me a text message telling us when to come in tomorrow. Alright,
When do you have
so
to
our
come
first... I think for me, I technically didn't have a case tomorrow, but now I do. Because another student needs assistance. So
Hey, when that happens.
yeah, so now I think I have to go in at 6. So it's gonna be
Wait,
very...
AM?
Yeah,
Oh shit.
yeah. Welcome to...
On a Friday.
Welcome to medicine. At least I don't have to stay overnight. That's nice.
I hate medicine.
Yeah, me too. So 7, we do have one patient
Uh-oh.
remaining from our first case today, but you only round on the patient if you're present for the surgery. 7 tomorrow? Okay. Yeah, but I think I should probably come in earlier though, even though they're telling me 7, because I need to. So in medicine, oh sorry, this is a really long aside. So in medicine, you have to do a lot of prep, and
Yeah.
it's very hierarchical. So it's like for us, we have student, then we have resident, and then resident is subdivided into intern, which is a first year resident, a PGY 2 to whatever, which is a regular resident, and then a chief resident, and then after that you have the attending physician, and that's like the team, and like you're trying to always impress the person above you.
Naturally.
Yeah, so because eventually you're going to be that, in that role. So they're the ones that are
Yeah.
supposed to. It's like an apprenticeship every
It's like
single time. Oh,
It's like politics.
yeah, very similar. So, uh, yeah, and you have to. That's the hard part. You have to be good at it. So even though you can be very a very brilliant student, like if you don't have good social skills, it's gonna be very difficult for you.
Mm-hmm.
It's very similar in my field, to be honest. Like, there are a lot of people who don't have good social skills, but there are also the tattoo artists that are considered assholes and people don't go to anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, it's like a customer service is like a big part of ours too.
yeah.
So, yeah, and I'm sure in the tattooing world, like you have to perfect your technique through, working with other tattoo artists. That's my assumption, at least.
Right, yeah. Like, the way I started was that I got an apprenticeship. And I did that for 2 years. And then I did it for like a year and a half, started practicing on actual people. And then slowly progressed to paying customers. And then that slowly progressed to me actually being a tattoo artist.
Yeah,
Was it hard to convince people to like let you practice on them?
Well, when I was first starting out practicing on skin, it was mostly family and close friends. So
Okay.
they were already eager to like want.
Mm-hmm. They wanna
Yeah, I
support
don't
you.
know if you can hear Fallen, but that's funny.
Yeah.
They already wanted to support me, and so they were pretty open to it. But once it started getting into paying customers, then it was like they're an apprentice, just to let you know. So it was like a little.
Yeah.
It's going to be discounted and all of this stuff, and people would opt into it. And it wasn't as difficult as I thought it would be. My boss is pretty popular in this town, so a lot of people trust her opinion.
That's cool. That's cool that you were able to work with them.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
Okay.
you guys
Ready
ready?
to get the show on the road?
Let's do it. Okay, so map 1 is gonna be Busan, and we're gonna have Elbow and myself do this one, and then I think Help's coming in for the second one, and Batmoo for the third, and then after that we'll take like a short break. Us casters will figure out who's doing map 4 and 5, if there is a map 4 and 5, and then we'll take it from there. So, Elbow, if you want to help get me started, can you set the stage for us? What's going on for the Direwolves and the Gale before this match?
Okay, so in the blue corner, right? We got Chicago. We got Chicago Gale. I would say underdogs coming into this match.
Why do you say that?
But why is that? Well, this is a team that I think a lot of people would say is not necessarily not built for success, but not necessarily like curated in the same way other teams have been in the server. I think that's pretty objective to say, because this team was opt-in, and that means that there's a bunch of people on this team who were just like, hey, I want to play Overwatch, and I'm not on a team yet, so let's see if I can prove myself. And I think one thing that's been super impressive about the Gale is that a lot of them have really been proving themselves. And Narton, I remember you talked to me about this, but the Gale has like been this kind of place where it's like people can like come to the Gale and like show what they got, even players who like have been on teams in the past, but one reason or another, things didn't work out, they can come to the Gale and show that they've been improving. I think that's happened with multiple players on the Gale, and I would like to see it happen more. But now we got the big dogs. Dare I say the big wolves in the red corner.
The big wolves.
These are my boys and gals, my fellas and fellettes, if you will. These are the Direwolves. In my opinion, very strong roster. A team that's kind of comprised of a lot of like server veterans, especially when you look at who's on the team right now. You know, myself, Wolf, Nymeria, Star, Jeffroy, and Valid have all been in the server for, hell, some of us close to a year now.
Oh wow, it's been a long time.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
and yeah, just basically a big friend group, and
Mhm.
it seems like both teams are opting into a bit of a rush comp, but with the supports from Chicago Gale, it looks like their supports are playing a bit more pokey along with the soldier. So I'm interested to see how much support Narkin is able to get on the Reinhardt with the support line of Mercy Zen, which really doesn't offer much healing.
Mhm.
Direwolves also opting for a rush, just with more rush-oriented supports, and also opting to run the Mei instead of the Sombra for the flex DPS role, which I think it makes like both DPS are good for isolation. Maybe a bit more so, just due to the wall being a physical barrier you can't surpass unless you damage it.
Mhm.
But what these two teams scream to me is Direwolves want to put more eggs in the basket of Wolf's Rhine, whereas Gale wants to put more eggs in the basket of Mal and like Soul to a lesser extent.
Yeah, definitely. There's gonna be some more soul micro fights with the Gale based off of the team composition, whereas the
Oh,
I
for
agree.
sure.
I agree with you that our wolves are, with if assuming Valid picks Mercy, it's a lot more investment into the main lane, so to speak, of the fights.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, for this is the first time we're gonna be streaming a match from the Chicago Gale. They had a match earlier this season against the One Trick Ponies, and they lost that match. I think 3-1 to the Ponies. So
Yeah.
yeah, we didn't get to catch that one. I know
Also
that.
played the Shivas.
Hmm.
They also played the Shivas.
Yeah, I think they played the Shibas, but that was like a practice scrim, whereas the Ponies one
Yeah.
was an actual like a official match.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I think they beat the Shibas 2-1 in like a practice out of 3 or something like
Mm-hmm.
that, which is pretty impressive considering the Shibas is like a pretty well established team. And then
And Ponies won 3-1 with I remember Gale took the control map.
yeah, exactly. I think it was pretty convincing in map 1, and then things started to.
Yeah.
I think Pest came back to the team, and then that's when
Yeah.
the momentum of the Gale shifted downward, and it kind of exposed a lot of weaknesses of the roster. I think a lot of players, a lot of things were adjusted. Being the interim captain of the Gale, and you yourself, the interim strategist of the Gale, we can kind of attest that we did do a lot of U-hauling of the roster.
Yeah.
A few changes here and there.
I don't know if I'm correct in this or not, but Gale is a team that historically has done quite well in control in the past, and I think that's because control in general as a map type is one that lends itself to being a bit more hectic.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when you see like sloppier play come from almost every single team, and in a team like the Gale where there is a lot of mechanical talent, not to say there isn't on other teams. But especially because they like to lean on like the Zen pick from Ratcube, where Discord can easily punish an out of position target. I think you see Gale succeed a lot in control, where a lot of other teams might not.
Yeah, that's a good point. I didn't think about it that way. You ready to get the smash started?
What time are you at?
I'm at 0-0 right now.
Okay, cool. I'm at 0-0 too. I don't know why I really asked.
No problem. It's been a long day.
It certainly has.
All right. Well, I'm ready to start when you are. I'll give the countdown. In 3, 2, 1, play. All right, and let's see if we can get volume up there. Okay, cool. All right, so it looks like to start off for the Gale, we're gonna have myself, Narkton, on the Reinhardt, Sol, new addition to the Gale on Sombra, Molina on Soldier 76, Bufferisa on the Zarya, Niflheim on the Mercy, and Ratcube on the Zenyatta. And then for the Direwolves, we're gonna see Elbow on Mei, Wolf on the Reinhardt, Nymeria on the Moira, Starfire on Diva, Joffroy on McCree, and finally Valid on the Mercy.
If I had to say I had a preference over which team, or a favor on which team I think is going to win this first fight, I would say Direwolves, just due to their comp being more synergistic, in my opinion. I think what's going to be really interesting is the trading blows of the Reinhardts, and you see both of them are already falling around half health.
Oh yeah, the Rhein's just smacking at each other several times, but the Direwolves having better position, having really nice control over the point.
Looks like Narkton is walked off.
Ooh, isolated, frozen, and then pinned. That's going to be ending this fight for the Gale.
Fight for Direwolves.
Agreed.
Good job from the Gale, just hiding back, waiting for the Reinhardt before next push. Looks like Star is taking a bit of a fight with Mal in the back. Star gets demexed. This opens up Mal for a pretty free attack visor.
Oh yeah, Mal built values are pretty fast here. They do have to
absurdly quickly.
Yeah, that was very impressive. They're gonna have to take down the Rhine shield and give.
Oh, Wolf falls early. Oh, but Mal is dead. Just
yeah, trades a 5-5-5. Oh, Bufferisa getting the pick as well. Oh, there we go.
And a big shatter to close the fight.
Without Wolf, no shield to block the shatter. Narkton just goes in to try and secure this. Direwolves starting off the point at 43%.
Not a very expensive fight for either team. I think Direwolves invested the Cole. And Gale invested the Shatter, which I think you got to favor Gale coming out of that, because Shatter, I'd say, it's a much less impactful ult than
you can also build it pretty fast, especially if the team fights are going to be Rhines hitting each other. I mean, both Rhines are probably going to have Shatter most of the time.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's going to be like a third ability.
We see Joffroy over in the far right, 95% to High Noon. Oh, and
Narkton falls early.
Oh, the High Noon taking out Maul. The Gale down 2 players.
And it looks like this is going to be a pretty clean fight win from the Direwolves. They're able to hold on to both Valk and Bomb coming up on Cole. It's going to be a lot on the battle of the off-tanks in this next fight, whether or not Star is going to be able to eat this grab from Bufferisa.
Oh yeah, agreed. And with the Direwolves playing this kind of close together style of composition, the grab, if it lands, can be very, very big, especially with the EMP.
I didn't even notice they built up the EMP, and that's a
Oh, there it is. Oh, Narkton falls to Starfire. And no Direwolves fall in the EMP grab.
And that's their 2 biggest ults in this comp. Those 2 ults are their win condition.
Yeah, unfortunately for the Gale, win condition gone. Elbow killing off Ratcube.
And it looks like they're just going to take this fight to their spawn.
Yep, and that's not looking good for the Gale. 89%. Dang, and Cole invested to finish off the last of the Gale players. Is there anybody alive for the Gale to touch? I don't think so.
It
looks like they've given it up.
It's going to be playing into Blizzard and Diva Bomb. It was
that was blistering fast.
Yeah, even though they had the Gale built up 40%, that game felt like it went by in the blink of an eye.
Yeah. Agreed. We even saw, like, I felt like the the Gale kept up with building ults to the same pace as the Direwolves. The problem is they just didn't have any follow-up whenever an ult was invested. Like, the grab EMP should be a teamfight win all the time.
Yeah, the thought was certainly there on the combo of the ults, but it seemed like the thought ended at the combo.
Yeah, exactly. Now we see Elbow converting over to Genji.
Oh my lord.
And Joffroy on the Ashe. And I think we see adjustment of Symmetra instead of the Sombra. I think everything else looks the same. Oh, Ratcube on the Baptiste is another adjustment here.
I favor this comp a lot more rather than what they were playing last.
Oh, and then Narkton goes through it.
Oh, and then Narkton falls quite early though.
Yes, I remember this.
Oh, but Wolf falls quite early himself.
I think
Now
this
they have
is
Soul coming with a lot of charge.
yeah. I think we're seeing kind of the Gale being a young team, being relatively uncoordinated in some of these fights. Like it seems like
Yeah.
some players are getting going through the TP, some players are not. It seems like it's not clear sometimes what the message is. I think that's just a testament to how young the team is.
But Gale, off the back of good mechanical skill and teleporters from Soul, I would say they were able to pull that fight out.
Yeah, Soul doing a really good job getting picks and creating space for the team. Rakib already with the window, ready to hold this high ground here.
This is where we're going to see massive strength from the Baptiste and the Symmetra. This is going to be very difficult for the Direwolves to play into. And a big combo from...
Oh!
Norton picking up 3, a great window into Shatter.
Oh, and taking down the baby for his troubles. Oh, the team kill for the Gale.
Very well played from the Gale.
Relatively inexpensive fight. Just Shatter and Window, I believe, were used
And I
there.
would say those are 2 of, if not their quickest charging ults in this comp, so that's very well played.
Agreed. Oh, a Diva Bomb being sent in.
Oh, and that's picking
Ooh.
off elbow early. That could but it does force res.
It'll force res. It's gonna be an expensive fight for the Direwolves to try and win this one now.
And the
Oh, the sim wall, huge. Oh, this is eating a lot of ults from the Direwolves. Oh, the triple kill coming out of Soul. Oh, and then
Gale is cycling through ults quite quickly. They're coming up on another window. They have Visor still, and they're probably gonna have Shatter this next fight.
yeah, I think they even got to take Cole, Shatter, Bob, and Cole. I don't remember if I got all of them. But that was like 3 or 4 ults from the Direwolves, all stopped by the Symmetra wall.
And Direwolves are going for a pretty big swap on the Reaper Junkrat.
Oh, Junkrat instead of the Ashe, and then the Visor.
the
Oh my
mouth,
gosh.
The support. Oh, Lord.
Getting the double with the help of Bufferise and Soul, cleaning up 2 more. Starfire alone on the point. Going to be picked off. Oh. Boom. Joffrey trying to touch, unfortunately, as he's flying in the air for the touch, gets taken out by the Gale roster, and
And Gale
100-0.
back. Even more dominance from the Gale.
Wow. That was like night and day what we saw in the last round.
Looked like a completely different team, and that's what I think happens when you play a comp that is more synergistic with the Reinhardt.
Yeah, I mean now that you're right, now that they have the Sim and the Baptiste, they're playing a lot better with the Reinhardt. And we saw that I think when I was on Reinhardt, I don't think I died, or maybe I died once in the very beginning, but after that, like, there's just so much keeping me alive that I was able to get a lot of value.
And you definitely see, like, even if this team is quite inexperienced, and you could definitely say maybe volatile in their results, the Gale do have discipline while it's cycling ults.
Yeah, agreed. And speaking of discipline, elbow on the Doomfist?
I would say that's quite discipline. I've seen him pull him around in that. He does feed this first fight, but that's not important. We'll see if the other 5 are able to win this 5v6 engagement.
Melina taking down elbow as he's feeding on front lines. A lot of resources kept invested to keep Narkton alive, but it does give the Gale some space. Wolf trying to make sure that the Gale don't cap first. Wolf's taken down.
In these long fights, Symmetra just excels. She's able to build up that beam off Wolf's shield and then just pound.
Exactly, and also with the turret buff on console lately, these Symmetras, these Torbjorns, etc., like, they're building their ults pretty fast these days.
Oh, for sure. It looks like they're gonna Elbow's gonna be switching back onto the Mei. They're gonna play back to a comfort style on the Brawl.
Yeah, I think that was a good adjustment from the Direwolves.
Yeah, I like that they don't wait too late to make adjustments.
Agreed. I also like the adjustment of Joffrey to play Soldier 76 here to try and at least challenge Maul on the Gale, because it's, you know, when you're playing Rein Zarya, sometimes range is the issue, and
oh yeah, for sure. And Shatter block from Wolf.
we see Maul with the Visor.
Ooh, but Wolf gets pinned, and I don't know, both Rhines fall early. It could be anyone's fight.
Oh, yeah, it's still relatively even fight, actually. Even Joffrey,
Yeah,
we missed a visor in the back line. It looks like Maul versus Joffrey, but Maul's gonna have the help of a sim wall.
That's their fight now.
Oh, and that'll be the end of that.
And that's a very costly fight for the Direwolves as well. They end up throwing the Cole, the Valk, and the Visor.
Yeah, Cole,
And
Valk,
they're
visor.
going to be pulling out the Switch special and switch to Pharah.
Oh, Joffrey on the Pharah. The
Absolute
boogeyman
medicine.
of console format. Let's see, you know, Maul is considered one of the stronger DPS in the server. Let's see if he is able to take down the far. Oh, and Joffrey saying, no, you know, your soldier may be good, but Pharah's still broken on console, no matter how you look at it.
I mean, this is a great comp from the Direwolves to keep the Gale on their toes, because now their priorities have completely swapped from maybe focusing Wolf early in fights to now they have to put a lot of resources into taking down Geoffroy.
Oh yeah, a lot of resources going to be invested in killing off Geoffroy. And as it appears, the only answers that the Gale have are the Soldier 76 and Bufferisa on the Diva.
Ratcube also is on the hit scan.
Oh yeah, Ratcube on the Baptiste can help out, but oh, the Blizzard though, freezing off Soul. Wolf smacking him with the hammer, and a few Gale members fall. Team fight win for the Direwolves.
Very inexpensive fight as well. They're coming up on what, 5 ults now. This is looking quite good for the Direwolves. If they're able to cycle these ults well, this could be a change of fate.
Oh yeah, Direwolves are probably set for the next couple of team fights. The Gale, I think, only have about 3 or 4. Yeah. Blow their load.
Blow their toy bolt, if you will.
Oh, Ratcube strikes first.
Oh, this is gonna be a nail biter of a fight here. I think it all comes down to if Val's able to get a good res. Mal with 3 though. This man is willing to put this fight on his back.
That's big, but the res on Joffrey, that's big. That's big. They still need to, you know, Joffrey causing a lot of problems for the Gale, getting the pick on Ratcube, and still flying around this drum.
And this is all stalls coming from the Direwolves. This is desperation mode 101.
The Direwolves cannot afford to lose this fight. Down players. Oh,
Narkton.
Poor Narkton getting grabbed. Oh, and then killed. Elbow again on the Doomfist.
A beautiful wall from Soul allows for a free pick on Narkton.
Oh, what looked like a one team fight for the Gales. Not looking good for them. 98%. Can any of the Gale members touch? Ooh, the answer's...
And Direwolves clutched that by the skin of their teeth.
The Direwolves winning the fight at 99-0, bringing up the ticker all the way to 100 and taking Busan.
I really liked what I saw from both teams. I think that it sends a good message for what we might expect from maybe this future nail-biter of the series. Absolute barn burner, if you will.
Agreed. I think, you know, you were talking earlier in this match, you were saying that the Direwolves were kind of the favorite team here. Like, I think they're in server, I think their season record is 2-2, but...
they're the second seed now. I'm aware of that. But
a second seed, but like one of the stronger, you know, very strong team in the server. Like you said, they have a lot of experience in the Gale, a new roster. Overall, pretty good performance from the Gale, but it is the Direwolves taking home the map win. Before we get into map 2.
And I believe that is my cue to depart. So I'll hand the mic over to, I think it's Batmoo next.
I think Help. If Help
plunge.
is still here, yeah. Help first.
Okay, well, Help. Hope you have a blast. I enjoyed casting this round. Let me know if you need me, Narton.
Sounds good. Thanks, Elbow. We'll see you in a little bit. Bum.
Arriving at Watchpoint Gibraltar, ready for battle.
Hello.
Hi.
Ready for battle.
All right, let me fix this real quick. Hi, Help. How are you?
I'm good. Tired as always.
As
but doing
always.
pleasant.
That's the Help special.
Oh yeah. You'll catch me home at 9 p.m. exhausted AF and wanting a nap.
Oh yeah, I know the feeling. Well, I think we saw the Gale lose Busan kind of in a nail biter to the Direwolves, but the Direwolves coming out on top. What'd you think of the first map?
Oh, I thought it was pretty interesting. Yeah, I think the Gale did come out making some really important swaps, especially second map, second point. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Second round.
Mecha base.
Mm-hmm. Second mecha base.
And you know they were doing really well. It did really come down to like the wire. It was just one of those situations where it's just like one tiny mistake, even if it's so micro, you don't even notice that it's being made, can like totally end the game for you at that point. I think that grab on Narkton was pretty huge.
Oh yeah, the grab at the very end.
Yeah, that solo grab on the main.
Yeah, that was big. That was big. Yeah, I mean, it ended up killing me. And then
Narkton.
yeah, and then what's his name? Elbow on the Doomfist was like a free real estate.
Yeah, literally.
So sad.
That, like, free real estate. No.
All right, I think the second map was Gibraltar, if I'm not mistaken. So let me know when you've loaded it up, and then we can get started.
I have it loaded up.
Awesome. All right. Well, if you want to count us down, we can start.
Yeah. 3, 2, 1, go.
Ooh. Awesome. All right. So, Direwolves taking map 1. What did you like seeing from the Direwolves in that first map?
Oh no, I made a mistake and pushed a button I shouldn't have pushed.
Oh, let's we'll restart. No worries. We'll go back to 0-0.
Ready for battle.
Okay. Back to 0-0 in 3, 2, 1.
Play.
Sorry, guys.
No worries, no worries. So, yeah, the thing after seeing map 1, Direwolves coming out on top, what did you like that you saw from the team?
I just think that they do just whether it be it naturally or just by playing together pretty long. I overheard you guys saying that they're some of the like servers like original members, and so just like playing together and just the natural synergy that comes from that was pretty huge. I mean, the Gale's still super new team. They're all very talented from what I can see in their own way. Now it just comes down to just playing together more.
Agreed.
And I think that synergy is pretty huge with the Direwolves. And I know that Nymeria really loves his little babies.
Yeah, Nymeria doing a great job creating the Direwolves and putting together this team. They've been nothing but a treat to watch. Let's see if the Gale can even out this series.
Mm-hmm. I am really loving the monkey pick from the Direwolves. I just am a fan of Monkey on Gibraltar. Not the hugest fan of Rhines. He can be played. It's just a little difficult with all the high ground. And definitely, they're playing Monkey. They can definitely like just take that away from me.
Oh yeah, agreed. High ground's so big on this map, being the Winston Diva team on the offense. You definitely have some big advantage here. And as we see it, the tank line just going all over the place, taking out player after player, soul dropping, and yeah, we're seeing. But Quinn picking up a kill on Elbow, but then Direwolves forcing themselves through first point, blistering speed.
Yeah, just so quickly. I see Wolf on the swap to the Mercy. I didn't know you played Mercy.
Oh, the Wolf Mercy, giving Joffrey the hard pocket. I think the Direwolves realized how much trouble the Pharah is giving the Gale, and they're going all in on this Joffrey on the Pharah boat. Also for the Gale,
it ain't broke.
Oh yeah, exactly. Oh, a tire coming out from Buffarisa. Does take down Valid on the Ana, but the Direwolves continue. Oh, a nice kill on Nymeria as well to stop cart progress. I was gonna say, the Gale having a few swaps, bringing in Lethal on that Reinhardt, and also Quinn, a free agent, and one of the moderators of our server, coming in on the Lucio, his special. Oh, as I'm saying all of this, Bufferisa getting a few picks, doing a really nice job on this Junkrat.
Right. That Junkrat's so not fun.
You know, as we're talking about the boogeyman of Switch console, console Overwatch, we didn't talk about
The
Junkrat.
Pharah. Yeah, the Junkrat Pharah.
You know,
And
if
Torb.
if Farah is the boogeyman, then Junkrat is the boogeyman's personal assistant.
Yes. And just like Torb is. Torb's like El Cuckoo. I don't know if you're.
Oh,
know
you
what
see the
that
Diva
is,
Bomb
but-
from Starfire, forcing beat, but still taking down 2. Quinn and
Huge,
Bufferisa
yeah.
falling. That is big. Oh, and followed by, you know, what's a horrible thing that can happen to your team once you lose 2 to a Diva Bomb? Their Farah barrages you.
Right. And it's either like, I almost, you know, because it's so easy for Farah to just get melted. I personally use Barrage just like, not as a throwaway, it's definitely like not like throwing her ult away, but definitely like maybe break shield or, you know, like not always huge super kills, so it was still a super smart play.
Agreed. I mean, definitely when you have, it can push the advantage even more, especially, you know, some of the enemy team's players are dead and can't really punish the stationary target.
Right. Especially if you're afraid of those teams coming back and like possibly doing that super long stall that is super easy to do on that point in Gibraltar.
Agreed. And while we're talking about the Farah Mercy, Soul saying, I got a hero with an ult that takes out both of them.
Yeah.
But then
I
the Molten
mean-
Core. All over cart.
Core.
Direwolves in this game have been so good at just creating space for their whole team to work with. It's very impressive. And you need the space, especially when you're running the Winston Diva.
Yeah. Well, definitely, because, you know, the tanks are putting in work, putting in space, because if they're in the back line harassing somebody, or they're in the front line, you know, at cart, there's definitely a focus that needs to happen. So, like, if Monkey's harassing your Mercy, you know, then you definitely, your DPS or someone needs to turn around and help. And that takes a lot of focus. Away
Another
from it.
beat
So,
forced out to the Diva Bomb.
Diva Bomb and Beach.
The Direwolves getting multiple picks on this last fight. 251 in the timing. Torb turret just shredding Quinn to pieces, helping him build these molten cores, and just getting so much control over the cart. Oh,
That is. Oh.
that is third point capture for the Direwolves with 237 in the time bank.
That is Lucio's worst existence, a turret that's
The
not
Torb
being
turret.
dealt with.
Oh yeah, exactly. And it's tough if you see it from the Gale's perspective. They have this, you know, very mobile. They're fighting against a very mobile tank line. They have the Torb turret applying a lot of pressure both to the front line and any flanks that Soul's trying to.
Pharah.
Yeah, and the FAR itself. There's just so many problems that the Direwolves are presenting to the Gale.
Right, and it's like, what do you focus on? Like, do you focus on like dive
Mhm.
counters, which, like, let's say they switch the Brig, Farah can counter Brig. So it is definitely a tough call on what to do, because you're kind of like, what in this situation do I do? Like,
Yeah. You kind of have to take out one fire at a time, and that's going to be very challenging for a roster that is relatively young. And we're seeing it right here. Direwolves taking advantage of the youthfulness of the Gale, and kind of just
Right.
we're not gonna be a team of answers. We're just gonna be a team of problems, forcing you to answer them. And if you can't, you're just gonna lose.
yes, exactly. I see that the Gale are actually bringing out their own Pharah.
Oh, as you said that, immediately taken out by Elbow on the Hammonds. Not a good start for the Gale, but it's only the first team fight. Oh, and Narkton losing his mech already. And Lethal taking down Elbow on this Hammond is so devastating. We don't get to see it very often. Now getting snagged on the wall.
You know, it happens. We don't.
It happens to us all.
It happens to the best of us. Run away from him, McCree. No.
Oh. Narkton getting a couple Direwolves here, trying to force the cart through the car wash. Oh, and Valid on the Zenyatta taking down Soul on the Sphara. That's big, especially if you have a support player that can handle the Pharah on their own. That is really valuable. But Niflheim rezzing the Soul, then taking down Valid. Ooh, High Noon from Bufferisa taking down Nymeria.
To learn everyone's names.
This fight's looking decent for the Gale right now, but a lot of the Gale players are really low health. Ooh. But Nymeria with a Molten Core. Yeah, looks like the Direwolves are gonna hold. Getting a big res, Wolf resing Valid, and then Molten Core clearing up the cart, forcing the Gale back. Ult economy favoring the Direwolves by a little bit. Direwolves, I think, have 4 ults approximately to the Gales having about 3. So potentially a 4th on the way. So it could be a relatively even fight, slightly favoring the Direwolves. It just really depends on how fast can Soul build these EMPs. Oh, Joffrey taking down Lethal and demeching Narkton. No tank presence from the Gale. And then Bufferisa investing in ult. Might be a big mistake actually, considering, you know, both tanks were dead. Definitely not the best place to do that, but forcing the regroup from the Gale.
Yeah, definitely.
What do you think, with 53 seconds left on the clock, what do you think the Gale have to do to win this?
It's definitely crunch time. They really would have to focus on that shatter, getting that shatter and working together. I believe that is. They do have beat, but with Quinn down.
Oh,
the EMP shatter should.
Oh, okay. We're starting to see something come out of the EMP bomb.
All of the
Well, maybe that's exactly what you're talking about to turn this fight around here.
Yeah, I think you just have to.
Narkton getting another pick on Nymeria. Really big. Okay. Looks like it could be. Oh, but the Direwolves with their own Diva Bomb forcing out beat. All the ults just coming out now. Oh, but then the barrage picking out Soul and demeching Narkton. That's a big barrage.
That's a big barrage. Yeah.
And then the Molten Core. Oh, the Molten Core are getting so many.
Oh no, and the High Noon. It's just.
Oh. I'm getting a phone call. And that is the. Ow, it's so loud. Why am I getting a phone call? Oh, it's Facebook.
It sounded like. I was like, is that Messenger? Like...
Ow. It was just so loud. Alright, and that is the map win for the Direwolves. Very different from the first map.
Yeah.
Very one-sided.
Yeah, it was very. I believe it was down to, um, it was just picks. You know, like sometimes to counter a team comp, you probably have to play the team comp as best as you could. I feel like Monkey would have been a Monkey Diva. Can I leave?
No, you're here. You're here.
Oh. Hello, welcome. Who joined or left?
Sometimes the Discord calls revolving door. Sometimes.
Yeah. I just think sometimes the only time I feel Ryan works on Gibraltar is that last point. And even then, it really heavily depends on what the enemy team is doing. Yeah, the Direwolves comp was just nasty. Like, it was, who do we focus on? Like, we have like the monkey and the diva harassing everybody in every which way. So like, we need counter dive. We have the pharmacy, so we need hit scan. We have the Torb. So like the hit scan, you focus the Pharah that's in everyone's face, or you focus the Torb in the turret. Like, you know, it's so many things happening at once that it was surely difficult on the second point.
Yeah, I mean, I completely agree with you. I think one of the Gale's best hit scan players, being Maul, unfortunately wasn't able to continue the series due to a prior commitment. So the Gale in a tough spot. You know, when the Pharah is running around free range with a hard pocket from Wolf's Mercy, it's going to be very difficult for the Gale to really even touch the Pharah at that point. And we saw some adjustments. We saw like Soul playing the McCree, and then we saw Narkton playing Diva, which is something that's very unusual in these parts. So,
right, I was like, Narkton on Diva.
yeah, a little strange, that's for sure. But
Sometimes you gotta.
Sometimes you gotta, and unfortunately for the Gale, it wasn't enough. Direwolves up 2-0. How are you liking the Direwolves to taking the series?
I have been a fan of the Direwolves. So
you're rooting for them here.
I'm super excited. I'm rooting for them, but also, you know, there's my friend Nif in the Gale, so I definitely don't want them to lose. But
oh, true.
My heart goes both ways. I love all of you.
Oh, so you're a winner either way.
Yes.
Awesome.
Everyone's a winner to help.
Yay. Awesome. All right, well, thanks so much, Help. I appreciate it. We'll probably see you back in map 4 if you're still running around here.
Okay, at me.
Awesome, we'll do. All right, thanks so much.
Bye.
Thank you so much for stalling. I know that's not what you were doing, but I was like panicking. My thing finished updating as the game ended, and then I was just like panicking, opening Overwatch, getting in the Discord and all that.
Panicking?
That's fun. Can you hear me okay? Do I need to...
Oh, I hear you. Oh, shoot, I forgot to update the casters earlier. All right. So earlier, that wasn't Elbow, obviously. That was Help. Now, we're joined with...
No, it was Elbow. Clearly, it was Elbow.
Also Elbow. Elbow's alter personality. Other personality. I don't know what to call it. But now we have...
Elbow's an amazing voice actor.
he's very talented. You guys don't know the half of it. Welcoming Batmo here. First time, I think, on my channel that we're ever doing a co-cast.
Yes, actually, that is correct.
Oh, they're asking for Batmoo to speak louder. I don't think it's actually Batmoo. I think I just lowered him because he was very loud one day. Here, let me increase his volume.
Oh.
Yeah, that should be better, Bufferisa.
And if people do want me to be louder, I can just move closer to my mic like this.
No.
Oh, you had
no.
because I was doing
Yeah.
the
Oh,
thing
that was awful. Yeah. Don't do it again, please. It'll give me nightmares. All right, so
it gave me nightmares.
It gave even you nightmares. See, that's how you know it's bad. All right, well, welcome, Batmoo. Great to have you here.
I already loaded up the game.
Awesome. So,
it's great to be here.
Yeah. Before we get started with
my favorite type of map, 2CP.
You like 2CP?
No, I was being sarcastic.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, I don't think anybody likes
Although
2CP.
it is always the most fun to cast.
That is true.
As anyone would know if they joined in for my draft scrim casting during a certain map called Horizon Lunar Colony.
You know, Valid was asking about that earlier today. She was asking me to go
I
into
wish
space
that
and just
this was
look at the
Horizon
stars
instead
or
of
something
Messiah.
like that, and I'm like, no. Well, good to
If
have
I
you
had my
here.
stream open, you know I'd be spending the entire time in the
Oh,
ocean
yeah, I
watching
know.
on
I know.
TV.
Trust me, I know. So, today we have map 3. We have the Direwolves up 2-0 against the Chicago Gale. Bama, you have a unique perspective here. You were a former member of the Direwolves. You probably know the team better than any of the casters. Well, except for Elbow, actually, because he's on the team.
Yeah, well, except Elbow. Yeah,
Except
Elbow's still
Elbow.
on the team.
Yeah. I was like, oh yeah, Elbow's on the team. But yeah. What do you think about the Direwolves winning the first 2 maps so far?
I think that they're doing a great job, but you know what? That confidence can also often lead to failure, as we've seen in the 2 games that the Direwolves won in the first cycle. They were down 2-0, and then they reverse sweeped.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like you never know what's gonna happen in this game.
The Direwolves are a very unpredictable team.
People could
That's
just
for
start
sure.
popping.
Yeah, agreed.
So I definitely think that it's not a loss for the Direwolves yet. I mean, it's not a loss for the Gale, sorry, yet.
Not a loss for the Gale yet. Okay, that's optimistic for the Gale. I'm seeing some good things coming out of the Gale. Like, in the first map, there was a lot of, just from a spectator standpoint, you can just see a lot of miscommunication. And then in the second map, we just see, we saw some things start to come alive. We saw an EMP bomb. We saw some good adjustments to try and counter the Pharah. But unfortunately, it wasn't enough. Direwolves full holding on the first point. What do you think the Gale need to do to try and win Volskaya to keep the series alive?
I mean, honestly, looking at what the Direwolves are running here, if the Gale just play like they were during the first map, try to stay a bit more coordinated, I think they can pull it out, because Direwolves aren't running Pharah. I'm assuming you're already loaded in the game. They have Wolf on Diva and Star on Reinhardt, which is a bit of a role reversal. We have Lily on her Gold Widow. She's very proud of that.
The Gold Gun Widow at that.
Yeah. And then we have Elbow on his infamous Genji. And then we have Nymeria on what's her face?
Moira.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's her name. And
we have
Spider-Man. That's Joffrey, right?
Joffrey and Ana. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's Joffrey.
Yeah, I don't know if I've seen a lot of Joffrey's Ana.
I don't think I've seen any of Joffrey's Ana ever, so I'm sure it's great, but we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes.
This is a little bit of an unorthodox team comp coming from the Direwolves. Like, it's just all people that they've played before, and like can physically play. But it's a lot less comfort roll-y. It's a lot more like they're gonna have to work harder for this, especially if the Gale are gonna put their heart and soul into it.
Oh yeah, agreed.
Speaking of,
oh, go ahead.
let's look into their roster. We got the man, the myth, the legend, Narkton on
Hey.
Zarya.
Probably
Rocking
one
that
of Narkton's
amazing
best
skin.
heroes. One of my best heroes, I think.
I love when you talk about yourself in the third.
Yeah, sometimes I'm always in third person mode, and then I'm like, wait a minute, that's me.
And we got Snowy Soul on that Hanzo. Got Lethal on the Reinhardt. Oh, we got Buff. Buff, who was like, I feel like just a month ago, Buff was a random new person in the server, and he's quickly become like somebody that plays with basically all the groups. You know?
Yeah. I think Buff and
God,
Lethal
I've
came
just gone
around.
inside I've gone inside of Junkrat's face. Oh no!
Oh ew. All right, I don't want to see that.
Oh God, no.
But yeah, we see Buff Reese and Lethal kind of being some newcomers to the server, but doing a great job so far, being very active and becoming friends with everybody. So I think that's really cool.
We got Niflheim on Mercy, definitely an amazing Mercy player. And then we got Quinn on Lucio, rocking my least favorite skin. God, I hate that skin.
And every time I hear the Jazzy skin, it just I don't know. I
It
really
hurts me.
it's a cringe kind of thing. It just makes it hurts. It just hurts me.
The part about the skin is the fact that he's wearing a fedora.
That's the worst
Everything
part of
else
the
about
skin.
The skin is terrible.
No, that's the worst
No,
part of the
fedora is
skin.
best part.
No, that's
Have you not seen that picture
oh god.
of me
Anyways,
with my 6 fedoras?
oh god, let's not. For the Gale, you know, very well could be the last map for them in this series. Just really quick, want to go through some of the players. Soul, has been in the server for a long time actually, but just hasn't had the opportunity to play in the scrims. One of the a really nice Sombra main, and also he basically plays flex DPS. He's a flex DPS role and a very wide hero pool. So really good to see him on the Gale and seeing him play today. Lethal, a newcomer to the server, considers himself to be a player that plays a wide breadth of heroes as well. A team player, working with him for the past few weeks has been a real treat for myself as the interim captain. So it's been really nice having him. He's a lot of positive energy, good influence on the other players. Really enjoy having him. And Bufferisa, another newcomer, like you mentioned, pretty talented. We've seen him do really good things on this Junkrat and even the Gibraltar game. So, despite the name Bufferisa, he actually plays quite a few heroes. And Niflheim, which you mentioned earlier, really underrated Mercy. Very good Mercy. Every time I watch Niflheim play, their mechanics are very impressive. So, good team overall, I think.
Going over to Mercy's face, and it looks like she's trying to wink.
Let me see. All right, I'll bite.
To see if...
The wink? I don't see the wink.
She's like one eye half closed.
This is kind of cool when all the heroes spawn at 0-0. They're all just standing next to each other. It's pretty nice. All right, you ready to get started?
And also, some of them are standing like backwards.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever spawned backwards.
One is down.
All right, in 3, 2, 1,
I have.
go. Oops.
I see Quinn immediately riding those walls. That's all happy Lucio players do. This goes to all players out there. If you ever see a Lucio who's standing still or standing at the door the entire time, just go ahead and ask them if they're okay.
If they're not jumping around on the
A real
walls.
Lucio main. Yeah, a real Lucio main will be flying around on the walls the entire time.
I'm not gonna lie.
I'm
on something. Whenever I click Lucio, I also jump on the walls, so I can confirm this is true.
So I really want to see if.
So we kind of see the Direwolves doing this off hero. It's not even off role. It seems like an off hero kind of composition. And I think this is okay. I think some people might say like, they're, I don't know what to call it. Like they might say like, oh, this is not exactly. Yeah, they might be like BM or throwing or whatever, but
here is that they're playing people who they would not be playing if they were still like tied up or if they were only one ahead.
But I think that
they're two ahead. They know that like they can practice these heroes in a
yeah, they can practice different compositions, which is given if I were put in the same situation, I would do the same thing. So because like
practicing heroes in quick play is one thing, and then practicing comp is another. But like you're never gonna know how you play until you're in the script.
Exactly, and as we were talking,
like that, first one of Skya capped with 6 minutes to get the second point.
The Gale
and
punching through the front door of the Direwolves. Oh, but valid.
Autonomy is looking great for the Direwolves as they have 2 ults. Oh, they're both the support ults coming out to win the first fight. However, now they only have a possibility of 4 ults coming on. Meanwhile, the Gale will have 3 on and 3 coming up.
Yeah, the Gale getting really close to having the 6 ults,
ult economy.
which could be really big for them.
always have to think about ult pump for TCP because that is really like.
Yeah.
The make.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you have to basically team kill, otherwise you're not going to be able to capture the point or even get a tick for that matter.
So both EPS kind of sneaking around.
Oh, Valid killing off Soul to start this fight. Valid riding the platform. Nobody answering her.
Ooh, the Genji ult coming out in the back.
But Lethal deep into Direwolf territory, getting
Really
punished.
getting a nice headshot there.
And Starfire committing Shatter,
Going down.
taking down both of the Gale tanks.
Sounds about right.
Never thought I'd say
Bomb
that.
Coming out, taking out Quinn.
Oh, but now
Ooh, Shatter.
a lot of Gale player. Oh, you might.
Just
I think.
like that. That is another fight. Won with our
Let me pause a little bit. Sorry, I think you're a little behind. So here, I'll let you catch up. Do. Sorry, Specs. All right, what time are you at? Batmoo? 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 Oh, we lost him.
I will not be defeated so easily.
Hold on. Let me pause this game and let me see if I can find Batman. Yeah, I don't hear you anymore. Hold on.
Am I back?
Oh, now you're back. Now you're back.
Okay, I think I may have lost internet, or I don't know what happened.
I think so, because your audio was like paused. It was like the same sound for a while. So I think
Oh yeah, I definitely lost internet.
no worries.
The internet's not that great, especially right now.
Okay, no problem. We'll try and
Wait, in the back line.
wait. What time are you at? I paused the game.
Oh, pause. I am at 4:45.
Okay, can you come to 3:45?
Oh, I am a minute ahead of you.
Yeah. Because I stopped hearing you, and so I paused because I realized that you were behind. So I paused a little bit, and then I didn't hear you anymore. So then I'm like, oh crap. So that's why I was like, okay. So I just paused completely. I think yours just kept going. So yeah, I'm at 3:45, and I'm ready whenever you are.
I am now at 3:45. So.
Okay, cool.
Should I count us down?
Yeah, go for it.
3, 2, 1, go.
Boop. All right.
It's now been 2 minutes into the second point,
See that which
and
you see.
the Gale have 4 ults. Meanwhile, Direwolves coming up to 3, currently only with 1.
Yeah, ult-wise, definitely favoring the
If
Gale.
The Gale can, if the Gale can get these ults off successfully before the Direwolves get theirs, then they can definitely get at least a tick or 2.
Yeah, agreed. But as we're talking about ults, I mean, we're starting to see some issues. Valid getting opening picks on these team fights as the Widowmaker. It doesn't seem like the Gale have any answers to it.
They have a lot of jokes about Lily's Widow, in like the Direwolf group, but it is genuinely good sometimes, unless she's about to walk off the map.
Oh!
She
Oh!
did.
Alright.
One can hide from
She
my
lives.
That was
But
hilarious.
she killed off Quinn, she killed off Bufferisa. Like, I think she's single-handedly winning these team fights for the Direwolves, forcing them to retreat. And we even saw in the last fight Cole being invested, but it was already a lost fight because they lost Bufferisa on the opening moments of the fight. Oh,
Lily's just like sneaking around, getting away. with
now she's in the back line. I can't take my eyes off of it. It looks like
Honestly, what if the Direwolves thinking not putting her on DPS more?
the Gale. Looks like the Gale. Looks like the Gale are finally gonna give her some attention, as Quinn goes in, tries to harass, but it looks like some of the Gale are fighting on front lines too. There's a lot of weird things happening right now.
They're extremely disorganized. However, that is the end of the game.
Ooh,
That's amazing.
and Lily finally going down, but the Direwolves killing off 3 on front lines, and now
Yeah.
deep into the
One of
Gale
their supports
territory.
was taken out of the fight because Lily was taking up Quinn's time, so they were down in support for that fight.
Yeah, they were down to support. I think even Narton left the front lines in order to try and assist in killing Lily over there in the flank. Yeah, just not having an answer Widow, committing players to the flanks, and the front line falls.
Blue and Tire coming out.
Oh, trading.
Tire getting neck and Monarch here.
Yeah, there's a big tire. Will it be enough, though? Every time you lose a player on the offense, it decreases the odds of capturing the second point significantly. And we see, again, Lily causing a lot of issues, forcing a lot of players to the left flank to try and contest her. Finally taken down.
Down by that.
We see a lot of ults now from the Direwolves, so this could be a big fight here.
Grab Dragon coming out.
Grav Dragon. Oh,
Shatter and all of them.
oh wow! Now all the ults are coming out from both teams, but Nymeria getting 2 kills with the Cole.
Including, I think it was actually 3, wasn't it?
Oh, 3 kills.
I think he got one before.
Yeah,
I'm
win-
pretty sure he got one
Nice
before.
job. We see Buffarisa off of the junk right now, trying to do something a little bit more chaotic. Now on the Tracer.
Acer.
You know, Direwolves notorious for having Torbjorn compositions. With Nymeria on the support. No Torbjorn. Now Buffarisa on this Tracer can kind of run wild.
This is the final team fight coming out. Let's see what's happening. Gotta say, Stars Reinhardt is not disappointing.
Oh. Oh. Okay. Some Direwolves are falling. It's looking good for the Gale, but like we talked about, 2CP is super unpredictable.
Here.
Especially with the fast spawn.
Ooh, this Grav coming out to stop 2 long stallers here.
Oh, big zoning
That's
grab.
it. That's point. You went 6 minutes, but they only get it in overtime. Wow.
Wow. The Gale finally. 6 minutes.
Yeah, 2CP maybe be.
Tried to.
Yeah, 2CP might be really team orientated, but if you have 6 minutes and enough willpower, you can get anything done.
Well, if you stock up all your ults and then vomit all of them and then lose the fight and then come back.
Yeah, and, just have
and then eventually
everyone
win.
press X at the same time.
Yeah. Sometimes it
Yeah.
works. So yeah, very scrappy fight from the Gale, but capturing both points with 0-0 on the board. Now we get to see the offense from the Direwolves.
So this is gonna be kind of embarrassing. I didn't realize that you could go faster while moving in spectator mode by holding shift.
Oh, I didn't know that either, really.
And so
Whoa!
my entire Space John could have been sped up so much.
Whoa! Oh, okay, I'm getting nauseous.
I'm currently out looking at the mechs. Oh, that mech is walking in the air. This game is broken. Probably get
For
it
the
back again.
for the Gale,
So-
on the defense, we see Arisa Reinhardt as the tank line, and Torb Sim
Double
this-
shield.
double main
shield
tank
and
shield,
double turret.
double turret, and we see the Lucio Moira.
And same exact comp from the Direwolves.
Yes,
Let's
no
see,
adjustments
how
from the
deadly will it be
Direwolves.
this time?
They were very content with their hold. Honestly, burning 6 minutes on a 2CP map is very good, because sometimes 2CP can just spiral out of control. So really nice for
The only map that you can see that consistently is Horizon Lunar Colony because it's the garbage fire.
All right. So we see
You've
both
gone
teams.
silent.
We see Wolf losing mech there on front lines. Torb turret doing what it
Call
does.
Horizon a garbage fire and you're just not saying anything. I think.
Because it's not that important here. Because we're watching the team fight here.
I think it's much more important.
All right. Okay, we see.
Coming out,
Ooh.
And they get 2 fire strikes on them.
Yeah, lethal fire striking into the reflecting Genji. Going to punish him. He's such at low health. But Quinn.
No, that wasn't Lethal's fault. It was Star actually unlocked Overwatch 2 version of Reinhardt, and so she has 2 fire turrets.
Yes, the Overwatch 2 unlock, of course. Oh, and the Gale stabilizing this fight, taking down Nymeria and Starfire. Going to force the Direwolves to reset here.
However, Elbow is in the back line.
Elbow in the back line, doing Genji things.
He's gonna go through their team instead of taking the easy way out.
Well, I think he sees all of the turrets and he knows that he can't really get back safely. So he's going to try and kill the turrets to give his team some space here. Oh, but getting taken out by Soul.
On the right side. The little flank route that you go with like a Sims turret or like a
Yeah, but I think he's trying to take down the turrets so that his front line can get through.
Taking down turrets is definitely good.
Yeah, but he does get punished by Soul.
Bully trying to get some value, but unfortunately just getting pushed off.
Yeah, it's going to be difficult to get value into this double main tank shield composition, but we do see Nymeria with the Cole, which could be a big... Oh, but we see Narkton with the Bongo and the wall as well. Alright, with the double main tank shield, it's going to be really hard to get value out of Diva Bomb.
Star just gets shredded by its
Oh yeah. Oh, and Cole from the Direwolves being invested, but kind of a lost fight already. And Joffroy going for a tactical reset. Ult-wise, looking good for the Gale. Gale are looking to...
I definitely think the Gale have this.
Yeah, a minute left.
I recommend that... I was gonna say I recommend that the Direwolves go to a bit more heals and maybe a bit more spam damage due with those turrets and shields, and they pull out a Mercy and a Hog before I even said anything. So,
oh, there you go. As you're saying, honestly, they just need more frontline damage to get through. Arisa Reinhardt is a very difficult tank line to get through if you don't have a lot of projectile damage and a lot of shield break for that matter. We see Starfire with Shatter. I'm just trying to, you know, I'm excited because if she can find an opening to get past some of these double shields, she can get a really massive Shatter. Oh, there it is. She gets 2. She gets 3. Oh, but the counter Shatter from Lethal. Oh, 2 down. 2 Direwolves down.
And that looks like it's gonna be it. They just could not deal with their...
Oh, Wolf going down. Joffro going down. Valid is sitting in a nest.
Double shield and turrets. The most annoying combo. Oh. I was... You know what? Anything to get the Gale to win that map. They might have had to pull out something that was really annoying to fight, but they won. They did a great job.
I mean, it's legitimate strategy. Put 2 main tank shields in front of turrets. Then it's like it's very difficult to break through that because while you're trying to break it with projectile, you're just taking so much spam. So it's tough. I think if they had the ability to maybe try and go higher, like if they're to try like far echo, they might have had a little more success. Just go past the main tank shields because. Or mimic what they did on Gibraltar, you know, play like a very mobile tank line to just go past the shields or past the choke, then that might have been a better strategy. But it's the Gale securing their first map win here.
So, I personally hope that the Gale are able to get that nice reverse sweep.
You're rooting for the reverse sweep.
Yes.
Why's that?
It's the curse of Bat Ruth.
Oh, the curse of Bat Ruth. Oh my lord, the curse of Bat Ruth. All right, Batmoo, thanks so much for joining me. I'm gonna put this on a quick break, and we'll be right back in a few minutes. So thanks, guys, and we'll see you in a sec.
After a word from our sponsors.
I wish there were sponsors. That would be so cool. All right, see you guys in a sec. All right. We are back with the stream. Let's see. Where are we? We are entering map 4. And I believe I've asked the assistance of Elbow and Help to cast this game. Let me see if we can get both of them in here. I think Help is here. Hi, Help.
Hi.
Welcome
I'm
back.
back.
Awesome. Did you get more food? Because that's what I would have done.
Right, just go. I went and looked at it and was like, nah. later.
Really? Wow, the self-control. Impressive. Impressive. Oh, here we go. Import this. Alright, and then I think if Elbow is here... Let me see.
If Elbow doesn't join, he's throwing.
If he doesn't join, he's definitely throwing.
We still have time though. That's all that we have is
He's
time.
definitely throwing. Hold on, I gotta mute.
Oh, hello. Oh. Yeah, we'll give Elbow a couple minutes. Let's see if he's able to make it. Alright, chat. How are you guys? Sorry, I haven't been reading the chat. Oh boy, there's a lot. What the
We're
heck is
just
this?
gonna go with Help for Shebas.
Oh, help for Shivas. Is that a trend
Hashtag
going on right
Help
now?
for Sheba.
Nice. Spam. Alright, so... Gameplay ABS? I don't know what that means.
Gameplay ABS.
Yeah, they said abs. I'm not sure what abs is.
Nice, we can win this.
I'm not sure what abs is either.
What's up, Azure? You have a question for your wash-up, Anna? What's up? Yeah, I hear you, Or I see you.
Hi, Azure.
Avo.
Oh,
Narkton, spectate the healers more. Yeah, that is something I don't do enough of, that's for sure.
Are you gonna spectate me?
when I come great.
I believe. Oh no.
Why are you so
good
smelly?
Narcan bully.
Oh, Buff. That's so funny. Me alive the whole game, Narkton. Who? You guys are alive? You guys get healing? Oh, the Ana got me good there. I'll give you one of Cheesy's nanos. Oh! I definitely want to.
Wait,
Sometimes it's hard to know when it's going to happen, so I'll do my best.
Can I have Cheesy's nanos?
You have to ask Azure. Well.
Azure. Help. Cheesy's nanos.
Being on the receiving end of the nanos is
I hear
very nice.
nanos.
It's the great Azure nanos.
I heard
Oh.
nanos, and all I'm thinking of is nanoing people at the most inconvenient possible time.
Not
Boost.
the
Gotta
Oh,
nano
God.
people when they don't
impossible
want it.
nanos.
Why would you nano somebody when they want it?
Awful. Just awful. Alright, well, I think Elbow's MIA, so,
Just nano people at random.
me and Help will take care of this
So,
one. Let's see.
I was talking to Lily for a bit.
Uh-huh.
Alright. You kids have fun now.
Huh? I'm very confused. Alright, DS Direwolves.
Also. Same.
I think he muted him. I have no idea actually. All right, 1, 2. Let me put your name in.
I went onto the stream to see that you guys are confused. You saying that you two were gonna take over this thing, so I was saying have fun.
Oh, okay. Thanks, man. We'll see you in map 5, if there is a map 5. Help.
See ya.
All right. So I loaded up the game help if you're at 0-0.
I am at 0-1.
Close enough.
How did we get here? Okay, close enough. All
All
right,
right,
so
go for it.
3, 2, 1.
Hey. All right.
Hey,
So let's do it. So we have the Gale securing their first map win on Volskaya, entering King's Row. Basically, it's going to be match and point here for the Direwolves. We saw the Direwolves play this off-hero kind of composition. It didn't work out for them. Also, they've lost. I think Joffroy was unable to play, so they picked up their own sub, Daito, a former member of the Shanghai Shibas. So both teams playing one sub apiece. How do you think that'll affect the game here?
It could. I feel like Daito has played quite a bit with possibly both of these teams. Just, practicing and maybe subs. I get so distracted.
You're
like
good.
watching what's happening.
You're good.
I
I
don't
think
I've ever seen Starfire play Zarya.
Starfire's played Zarya a couple times, especially with Wolf's Reinhardt, but getting picked off by Soul there. All the sim turrets at the choke there, causing a lot of issues for the Direwolves. But yeah, I think anytime a sub comes in for a team, obviously it's great when a sub can come in for a team to give that team, an extra push that obviously they wouldn't have had the other player before. But I think it's tough because sometimes you don't know what the play styles are like, you don't know what heroes they play. But Daito, like you said, kind of good friends with the Direwolves. Could be actually a really good thing for them here, having a sub that has played with them before.
Right.
Oh, and Daito also a former Direwolf, I just remembered. So
Right, yeah.
has played with Nymeria before, so could be good for them. And we see ult economy looking relatively even for both teams. Oh, but now we see the double support ult coming from the Direwolves. Oh, but beat coming out from Quinn in the sim wall. So, and Niflheim picking up the first pick there on Wolf. Ooh. Lethal walking all over the Molten Core. Oh, taking so much damage.
That's a nightmare.
Yep, and there it is.
Always a nightmare.
Molten Core is such an annoying ult to play against.
It really is, because it's one of the best zoning. Like, that and mines are just
Oh yeah,
so
for
annoying
sure.
to deal with.
Oh, Narcton with a pretty good grab. Oh, finally taking down Elbow. Such a scrappy fight. So many picks from both sides. But I think it favors the Gale, actually. Oh, Daito picking off Quinn, though. Building another trans. Oh, and Starfire's grab is huge. Killing off both of the Gale tank line. And forcing the capture of the first point. I feel like King's Row is basically everyone's favorite because it's only 2 points. First point and third point.
That's true.
Second point feels free a lot of the time.
Yeah. Streets doesn't really exist.
Oh. Oh, the early call from Niflheim to try and keep Lethal up, taking so much damage on front lines. Oh, but then Wolf with a tire, forcing out Beat. But then Tire getting killed. Oh, but the counter Tire.
Gets 2.
Oh, oh, gets 2.
That was huge.
And that's gonna be a team fight win for the. No way, is that a stagger? Oh, valid on the stagger. Gonna force a Direwolf regroup. So this is one of those rare instances where Streets phase is actually not free. Because basically the entire Gale team is right at the bridge.
Yeah, this track right here is.
And they have the sim turrets all placed around it. It's gonna make it very difficult to push through this choke. Oh. Several picks later from the Gale, and that's another team fight win. Direwolves kind of, again, forced to regroup here, but both support ults. So it could be a big push for the Direwolves here. Looking at the ult economy, though, the Gale's almost 6 ults. There's gonna be a big fight coming up soon, because even the Direwolves have 5 as well. There's the trans. Oh, Narkton falling. That's a big pick. Oh, and then Wolf getting a pick, but Niflheim can't count out these support ults getting a pick on Wolf. But it's gonna be a team fight win for the Direwolves here. And now the Direwolves are just looking for staggers. Doesn't look like they'll find any, unless we see a solo grab from Starfire. Nope.
I am just the right level of petty.
Honestly, I because respawns on third point are so long, like it might be worth it to just throw the solo ult, try and grab Quinn on that Lucio out there, and kind of force this through the second point.
You do not grab the Moira unless you know 100% they don't have.
Oh yeah, exactly. Ooh,
But
Nymeria with
Lucio, for sure.
yeah. Oh, several picks coming out from the Direwolves, taking out Lethal and Soul. Oh, sorry, Soulting out Wolf. Oh, because Sim turret. I was like, wait, how did he do that if he was dead? But that's just
You're like, what the heck?
that's the magic of Sim. Ooh, and Nymeria's Torb turret just doing work from the dead as well. You know what? Oh, Starfire grabbing. Unfortunately, not getting any picks there, and Quinn's beat coming out. Oh, and tons of picks coming out for the Gale. Are there any Direwolves left to touch here? Ooh.
Is this gonna be a reverse sweep? Is that
You
what
know,
happens?
the Direwolves are traditionally known as the reverse sweep team.
As in they get the reverse sweeps, or they get reverse sweeps?
They are the ones that do the reverse sweeps.
Huh.
They
Maybe roll reversal. We'll see.
That would be a pretty impressive feat for the Gale if they were able to do that. The Direwolves, in their first 2 matches of the season, reverse sweep on the ponies, and then the back-to-back reverse sweep on the Shibas. So this is kind of their thing this season.
Right.
So giving a team the opportunity to potentially reverse sweep is definitely not what I was expecting today.
Right. And they're doing so well, and Kings can be... It's so fun, but it's so easy to lose on this map.
Oh yeah, King's Row, probably a fan favorite. I think this is one of probably the most favorite map of most players.
True.
I
Mine is
do.
an oddball.
Yeah, I do really much enjoy King's Row as well. I like hybrid maps. I also like Numbani. I like Blizzard World, Hollywood. I like all of those. I think hybrid is so fun. Alright, and we see a Moira Zen coming out from the Direwolves. Moira Zen with Ball. It's a very interesting composition here for the Direwolves.
Does Quinn only play Lucio? That's not like.
He's a Lucio specialist, as they say.
Okay.
Yeah, that's one of his characters. I played with him before. He plays like he has some like heroes on DPS and stuff like that too, but Lucio's probably his best hero. Oh, and trades coming out. Snowy Soul taken down by Elbow, and Wolf taken down by Buffarisa. Oh, capturing Elbow and exploding him in a fury of projectile. Oh my gosh, and Buffarisa with a tire. Oh, killing two.
Junkrat.
The Boogeyman. Boogeyman's assistant.
Boogeyman's assistant.
Junkrat.
I feel like Junkrat is the original Boogeyman.
Uh-huh.
And Pharah was the response. Like, I feel like that's what happened.
And Pharah was the response. Agreed. Oh, man. Narkton getting a big pick on Wolf on these staggers. We've talked about the Streets phase. You know, if you can't let your team get staggered there.
Yeah, no.
Otherwise, you're
It's
just
such
giving
a
up.
long...
Oh, yeah. It's a long walk back to the party.
Yeah, it's super important not to be caught out of position in this, especially like on defense.
Oh, and Narkton forcing out Valid's trans. Honestly, I like the trans a lot because you really don't want to get staggered here. I think just staying alive is more important than holding the ults at this point.
That's true. Yeah, especially with support ults, if you can save yourself. Sometimes there is value in Zen definitely using his ult to save himself.
Kind of a strange fight here. It looks like the Direwolves got a couple picks, but now they're pushing the advantage. And they're trying to regroup at the bridge so they can stall second point as long as possible. This is actually really good rotation by the Direwolves. Ult economy looking... actually favoring the Gale. Looks like they have almost 6 ults available to the Direwolves 3. Ooh, a trade. Buffarisa taking down... taken out. I think the trade is actually better for the Gale because they have the ult advantage.
Mm-hmm. And also, it's a much closer spawn.
Yeah, exactly. And they have the fast spawn here.
Especially, like, with that Lucio death is important.
Oh, Quinn getting killed there is big. Oh, and Wolf getting 3 kills with Tyre. And just chasing Niflheim down there. A team fight win for the Direwolves, but... cost them Coal and Riptire. They have Trans, Mines, and Diva Bomb. But the Gale, the actual 6 ults.
The actual 6 ults.
Yeah, that's a lot of ults. And Trans has to do a lot of work here. Because Trans can counter a lot of those ults. Especially the Grav Dragon, Shatter, Coal, you know, whatever. Oh, this capture's big. Oh, but lethal with a Shatter. Oh, there's the Grav. There's the Trans. Oh my gosh. That's a massive Trans. But Tyre going through the Trans.
Ew.
Oh,
sorry, there's a bug on me.
There's just so many ults being invested in this fight.
That was a lot of ults at once on everyone's side. They used all 6. Nope, they used 5 from the Gales. And,
I think the one thing was that actually ended up working out well for the Gale is that they still have Lucio beat.
Right, which is important.
Yeah, I think the fact that Lucio died early was actually a good thing for the Gale. It was kind of unexpected. Oh, a lot of picks coming out from Narkton, actually. And then Soul clearing up Daito, the support line for the Direwolves, and the beat at the very end.
Just to end it.
To secure it for the Chicago Gale. 2-2 help.
2-2. It could go either way, but are we gonna see a reverse sweep?
Is it the reverse? Oh my lord. I don't know. I don't know if is a reverse sweep on the Direwolves. First of all, is it possible? Second of all, are we gonna see it today? Absurd.
You never know.
You never know. Direwolves, very unpredictable team. Sometimes we saw in the first cycle of the season, beating out the ponies and Shibas, which were very established teams, and then in the second cycle, getting the heartbreak loss against the ponies in map 5, and then the 0-3 against the Shanghai Shibas. The Direwolves have had a roller coaster of a season, that's for sure.
They really have. I'm still a huge fan.
For sure, for sure. I think for map 5, we're gonna bring in Batmoo, and help, if you would like to stick around, we can probably do a 3-way cast.
A 3-way cast?
Yeah, I mean, a map 5 here, I think it warrants a 3-way cast. 3-way cast. You guys are silly.
3-way cast.
You guys are silly. Alright, Narkton, Help, and Batmoo.
Also, Niflheim is mad that you're ignoring him in chat, Narkton.
Oh, I'm sorry. I can't see the chat when
Apparently Niffle didn't die during the Kings Row game or the Volsky game at all.
Oh, the 0
You
deaths?
just weren't paying attention. Yeah, for 2 games in a row.
0 deaths last game, in this game, Narkton still ignores me. Well, a lot of the information when casting is done through the kill feed. So if you don't show up on the kill feed, I don't know. I just assume, like, I don't keep track of who didn't die. Yeah. Alright, so I saved your life and you flexed for yourself.
Eh?
I believe it.
Alright, and we're going into the last game with it, which is Lijiang Tower. Ooh.
I'm a huge fan of Lijiang.
This is a really interesting. I'm personally, as a Lucio main, I like Lijiang a lot.
Same.
And this is also a very interesting map when it comes to the Direwolves. A little bit of history, at least from my time with the Direwolves. During the first ever scrim that I was a part of, the first scrim of the first official season of this server, Direwolves vs Ponies, we lost the first map horrifically, which was Lijiang, to the Ponies. And we eventually came back to reverse sweep them. And then during our game against the Shibas, our second ever reverse sweep, we ended up having the last game being Lijiang, and it was a cakewalk because one of the players on the Shibas, or I think like two or three of them, had left, and just in general they were just not in good spirits anymore. I believe it's been in
I don't know if it was cakewalk. I don't know about that, because it was I think it was.
I didn't realize it was over when it was finished.
I don't think it was 5 minutes, because I think.
Wait, it was.
I'll have to go back. I don't remember it being that short. I remember we lost, but I think it was like 70, 99 or something.
Was that the map that I subbed in for?
Yeah, you subbed in on map 5.
For the Direwolves, I don't know, probably.
No, I subbed in for the Shibas, I believe.
Yeah, you were there.
Sorry, I meant Shibas. So I'm at 0-0 for the Lijiang map.
Oh, hold on.
Are you guys in yet?
We in yet?
Huh?
At least, Narkton, are you in yet? At least so I can talk about what I'm seeing.
Sure.
So wait, you're in the map, right?
Yeah. What are you seeing?
Head over to the Direwolf spawn. You'll see something interesting in the sky.
Direwolves?
In the sky?
Go up.
Oh, yeah. I mean, this is
Thing and up.
Diva mechs are really weird in the replay viewer. They spawn in from the sky. Yeah. All right.
She looks so dead inside.
All right. So guys, let's get started here with map 5. 2-2, Direwolves Gale.
Same thing on the other side for you.
Yeah. That's okay. It happens in the replay viewer. All right, friends, you guys ready to start?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
All right.
Shouldn't we go over what each team has and speak about how amazing this game will be?
Go for it.
Hype it up a bit.
Sure. Start us off.
All right. So we got Narkton on that diva.
Mm-hmm.
You know, in the sky, chilling. You got Snowy on Sombra. As mentioned before, Snowy's a good Sombra player. Lethal on Reinhardt. We got Bufferisa on that May. May is extremely annoying, especially on a capture point map when she can just deny a certain pathway. Or just, you know, like block somebody out from the rest of her team. We got Quinn on that Lucio. Still rocking the worst skin. Over to the Direwolves.
You forgot Niflheim.
We got Elbow. Oh, I did skip over Niflheim.
Oh, my lord.
Oh boy.
Niflheim doesn't exist. Shut up.
Niflheim on the Moira. All right, you're take the bench, and then for the Direwolves we have Elbow on the Doomfist. We have Starfire on the Diva. We have Nymeria on the Torbjorn. Valid on the Mercy, and finally Wolf on the Reinhardt. Oh, sorry, and one more. Azure from the Shanghai Shibas subbing in with the sexy Ana skin as Ana. You guys ready to start?
What?
The new Ana skin that came out?
Ana's sexy.
The new skin is really nice.
I was really concerned for a second, and then yeah, okay.
All right. Okay.
That's okay.
If you guys are ready to
Thanks,
start,
Sam.
we're ready in 3, 2, 1, play. All right. So help. What are you anticipating for this map here? What do you think's gonna happen?
I think it can go either way, honestly. I think that especially on this specific map, depending on where Torb sets up, can be really annoying to deal with, especially with a Sombra. But Sombra's a good pick for the Doomfist, so really it can go anywhere. We just have to wait and see.
Yeah, especially with May Sombra, pretty good against the Doomfist. I suspect that. Oh, the wall almost captures Wolf. I suspect that we'll see Doomfist switch off very quickly here. Oh, Quinn taking a lot of damage to this Torb turret.
Wolf pushing up. He's gonna get himself back, and most likely will be. He's pushed out of his team, and he's just gonna get destroyed. Unless, ooh, he's backing up and starts taking the damage block. He's able to get out.
Yeah, good rotation by the Direwolf tanks. Oh, but Wolf charging in.
Insanely smart person.
Torb turret causing Soul some issues here. Oh.
Although all of the Direwolves except the healers are at half or less, so yeah, there goes Wolf. And the turret.
Relatively even fight here. Wow, the Molten Core was built so fast. Oh. And the Meteor Strike as well. Oh, and poor Quinn. Alone, no team in sight. Getting killed. Team fight win for the Direwolves.
Bufferisa backing away. Alright, let's look at ults here. We got Wolf with Shatter, we got both the portals for the Direwolves, and then up over on the Gale, we have both the portals. Looking fairly even, let's say. Actually, a lot more towards the Gale, because they have more ults coming out. Ooh, bomb coming through,
no.
see Shatter come out. Bomb unfortunately gets nothing, but you know, when that happens, it's just a zone ult.
Oh! The EMP Shatter!
EMP Shatter!
EMP Shatter.
Big!
So underrated.
Exact same thing.
So having played on the Gale for this map, I'll say like the difference between us and map 5 and map 1 is night and day. Like we're actually comboing ults and cooldowns together.
You look like a team that are like you look like a 6-stack, not just a bunch of randos playing together.
Yeah. Oh, Wolf getting isolated. Barf Arisa doing a really good job putting a lot of pressure on the main tank for the Direwolves.
Wolf is going to be able to survive through his
Oh, and Lethal cleaving elbow. Oh, that's a lot of ults again.
Ooh.
Oh.
And was that core just cancelled? No.
Looks like... Yeah, it looks like the Direwolves have won this fight. Yeah, they have more players on the board. Well.
They have about the same thing on Frank.
Oh, but elbow... Yeah, elbow clearing up Narkton and Quinn, and that'll clear it up.
Great echo switch.
Yeah, really nice adjustment.
I'm watching Azure.
As you should. Looking really interesting from the Gale. EMP and Bomb. The two ults, the only ults they have, could win the entire team fight if they do it correctly. It is a big combo. Oh, the bomb's going out!
And they're doing it.
There we go.
Oh,
Oh, and it's a 4K!
huge. Narkton
Oh.
with Soul getting
5K. Oh my goodness.
getting 5 kills off of
Star
EMP
just
Bomb.
standing here baffled at her entire team getting murdered.
Starfire running away with their life.
That's a mood.
Good.
That's a support mood.
Gale pushing up, trying to push them.
Oh my god, Lethal with a
Ooh, and the
shatter!
comes through.
And Bufferisa also on the Torbjorn.
It's so much nicer having Sombra on your team in my heart. Just in general, because like, you know that she can just cancel those shields, and then you can just shatter them.
Oh yeah, Sombra synergizes with this Rein Diva composition so well. Oh, but the Nano Wolf.
Ooh, but will Core be able to stop?
Oh, Molten Core will stop his progress, and now he's just standing inside of. Oh,
And taking out Wolf and the turret.
dang.
Slowly getting the res off on Wolf and retreating back to the
Oh, but
safety.
Lethal goes for the pin to take Wolf out of the fight. Oh, Bufferisa popping off.
And we have a Molten Core coming off from what? And Heat coming out. Just everything's just happening. I thought this was a win for the Gale.
Oh yeah, but now EMP, Bomb, support ults. Whoa.
And that's it.
The Gale taking round 1 on Li Xiong.
We'll just gotta see how this is all gonna turn out.
Sub more than one tier. No one wants to sub 2 more.
Sub to me
I
more.
would not know.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know how that works. To be quite honest, I don't know how it works.
Press the subscribe button and do more than one tier. I don't know.
I think maybe
Figure it out.
I'll have to look at the settings and figure it out. Both teams playing Symmetra, but one of those teams has a Lucio. So we see a pretty common Symmetra to the point with the Lucio speed. Ooh, Starfire entering the point, but met with the entire Gale team.
Often really fuck up this turret on this map. Or, sorry, this teleport on this map. And you see it again. They really just fucked it up. They're really bad at making this teleport happen.
Oh, the team kill from the Gale.
Yeah, I can say this, and I know because I play with them. Like, whenever we try to do this, we always fuck it up. I don't know how, but we've never done it successfully, I don't think.
I mean, so it's not about like messing it up. It's you have to think about the composition. I mean, like I said in the very beginning, one team has a Lucio, one team doesn't. So it's like the Gale, one team can get to the TP so much faster, and the Gale had basically it got to the point, you know, so much faster.
So in this instance, yes, but like even in the past when we've had a Lucio, or like, and even just now, only like 3 people went through the teleport.
Oh, big shatter by Wolf and the Nano.
Ooh,
Oh,
let's
Wolf
see it,
getting
let's see
2
it.
kills. Big.
But and Niflheim jumping off the map.
The
That's a
tact.
mood though.
I think at this point Niflheim DC'd and then just rejoin the game. I think that we had a mid-game pause there, so that might have been the reason.
That was an interesting core from that area. They were all dead, and he just cored the point. You know, sometimes you gotta get that stress out. You know.
You know, it's called planting the flag.
What?
Bufferista on the McCree. Oh, elbow on the Pharah. I just noticed.
Yeah, we can talk about this. Lily's on Brig. We got.
You know, honestly, if you're playing against Moira Lucio, I really like Brig. I think Brig's matches up well against both heroes. But wow,
Lily doesn't get enough credit.
The Gale getting several picks here. As fast as the Gale lost the point in the last fight, they just gained it back.
Yeah. Lily doesn't get enough credit for the fact that she can play other supports. People
That's
see
a
her Mercy
mood.
and then they're like, yeah, no, Mercy jail. Go. Get in Mercy jail. Like,
If anyone understands Mercy Jail.
I think it's tough. Oh, elbow getting a pick, but with barrage, but then dying, but no main tank. So if Wolf can build this shatter pretty quickly, he's basically shatter for free. Oh, there it is. Oh, there's shattering down Narkton and Soul and just cleaving away.
hey, I'll go give you that kill. That was great.
All right.
Star trying to throw a bomb through this window here. I think it
Nice.
hit the top or something, so it split off, and then Quinn just jumped out and was like, "Don't worry, Star, your bomb isn't invisible. I will die."
Wolf doing a good job getting several picks there on that offense. And building another shatter,
Elbow
just a matter of
another
seconds.
Hero. Elbow is just playing mystery heroes this game.
Well, I think after Barrage, she's realizing that the Pharah is not really working,
Yeah.
and gonna try the Tracer. Interested to see it. Tracer against Sombra and McCree is a little rough, but oh, the rally coming out from Valid. And Direwolves also have access to Nano here. I would love to see some Nano rally.
Sombra's coming back out. Sombra's coming back out, but we have the burst on. Ooh, the grab. Ooh,
Grab,
the
but
shatter.
Molten Core. Ooh. Oh.
Oh,
It's-
goodness.
Can any of the Gale actually touch?
So many ults coming out.
The Gale.
Going into round 3 on a possible reverse sweep. This is the most exciting. This is why you always end your 5 maps with a point capture, because it can get so exciting and so just like crazy, you know?
It's true. It's
Now,
true.
will we see ball? Is
Uh,
my question and my hope.
I mean, from Starfar or Wolf, I doubt it. From from the Gale, looks like we're seeing Rhine Hog to start us off here.
Hog.
Rhine Hog here. Bufferista going
This
back.
doesn't have a fancy name.
Rhine Hog.
No, like Reinhog. Doesn't really have a fancy name.
It doesn't sound that good, does it?
No, because then you have like the.
Oh, but the
Do you remember
teleport-
when I did this and I got the double boop? I just want to throw that out there.
Oh
so
my
bad.
lord, Elbow disrespecting me, throwing me off the map.
Disrespectful map.
How disrespectful. But getting harassed by Niflheim, and who needs hit scan when you have Niflheim? Just to take down your enemy Pharahs. Oh.
Help from his supports there to survive.
Wait, who mentioned Ball earlier? Are you a psychic?
Wolf talks a big game. What? Oh, Wolf
Lethal
talks
taking
now.
down Wolf, knocking him off the map. Narkton rolling back in as
Yeah,
Ball.
Wolf talks a big game, but oh, we
Does
do
Wolf
see the ball.
talk?
Hell yeah. Wolf, yeah, no, Wolf talks. What do you mean? Wolf talks a big game, but like his Reinhardt really only works out when he has those
Oh.
2 supports.
Poor Ball. Oh, Ball comes back.
I thought
Alright.
you were gonna throw off the map, not to sleep.
Lethal
Oh, is this what Azor was talking about?
with the shatter. Is he gonna
Watching
shatter
this
here?
the whole
Oh,
time.
shattering both Direwolf tanks.
Ooh, nice
Wait,
shot.
wait, what's going on here? Oh!
Wolf out.
Narkton slamming Avocactus. Shiba and
No.
Shiba hate.
Oh, poor. It's what she deserves. And
Sure,
Elbow,
Kevin.
once again switching heroes. Now on Junkrat. He's really a jack of all trades when it comes to DPS.
Elbow has a very wide hero pool. Oh, Quinn getting a big pick on Valid.
Oh,
Especially with Valid holding Rally, they really would have liked to rely on that here.
I'd be careful when going on that.
Oh, the mine's being invested. Oh, is this the moment? Wolf getting nice picks, but oh,
Both of them going down. Oh, Bufferista shooting his core right into Star's DM. Wait,
oh,
DM
there's the
though.
Rally.
Defense matrix.
That is, yeah.
DM.
Yes.
Okay,
Oh,
for some reason I said it and it sounded wrong.
oh, Elbow. That's why you make the adjustments. The double kill with the tire.
Boom. And Wolf getting a third and a fourth. This is definitely their point.
Oh yeah,
If
Wolf
they
getting a
can
lot of
kill-
picks.
Okay, there we go.
Narkin
If they
spinning
can
for
kill
his
Narctin as
his
they kill
his
Narctin.
poor life, getting it up to
I
99%.
think I'm a little ahead of you, Captain. I'm gonna pause for a second.
Sure, just for a second. 99-11. Direwolves need to play perfectly. Oh no.
I'm gonna
No.
watch Azure bully Narkin this match now. I'm gonna watch Azure bully
Yes,
Narkin.
good.
Narkton went down from 600 health to 0 in a matter of on a bullets.
Yeah. Miss Anna said, not today.
Direwolves
Kinda
36%. Torbter on point. Rhine Shield in great health. 3 ults with a nano being one of them. It's looking really good for them here for this next fight.
Need to regroup here.
And here's the Gale. The Gale's youth, I think, is really showing here as they're just getting staggered over and over again. Lethal almost with Shatter, Wolf with Shatter. I think this next fight is going to be who can get the biggest Shatter. It's going to be really tough here.
It's gonna be Battle of the Rhine.
Battle of the Rhines. Narkton forcing the rotation right by the Direwolves.
Narkin can get behind and kill that turret real quick. That'd be really valuable.
He's busy spinning.
He's going for it. No, he went for it. He wasn't able to.
Oh, Lethal with the Shatter!
And
Oh.
the shatter coming through, killing Wolf.
Azure, nano somebody.
Every Diva Bomb from Starfire just getting countered by Quinn's Lucio beat. Oh, Narkin getting
the
a
Narkin bullied. Oh no.
so
Oh,
much
no.
bullying going on.
The Azure is stuck around mine.
Oh, Cole being invested here to try and save this fight. Last fight territory. Oh my gosh.
No.
And
Azure dies with
Valid.
nano stand.
Oh, huge picks.
Ooh. Huge picks on by Narkin and Buff here.
Oh, the Direwolves.
And Wolf gonna get picked off here as well.
Slowly getting picked
And
off.
That should be it.
It looks like Elbow and Tracer are coming back
Oh,
to
it's just
stall.
Elbow on point.
Oh, but gets
For 150 health.
killed off. Oh, the sleep from Usher.
Now will Azure can't
Ooh.
help. Azure can't help. Who is
Oh, Starfire and Ball coming into stall here.
the Star?
Oh, but she gets trapped by Bufferisa. Oh, Soul with the Blizzard.
Freeze. Oh, you have Lily on Lucio. Oh yes, my bestie on my favorite.
Oh, it's just the Direwolves coming in one at a time, trying their best to hold
And that's it.
Not
Yes.
the reverse sweep.
Yes.
the
Yes.
Gale.
We
Reverse
love to see
sweeping
it.
the
We love to see
Direwolves.
it.
Wow, the Gale coming
Love
together
to
at the
see it.
very last second, able to pull off the match win.
We love to see it.
Batmoo, I feel like you wanted to
Really do love to
cast
see it.
you want to cast map 5 so badly.
Yeah, I really did. I really wanted to cast in the scrim in general, just to yell.
just to scream cast. Well, that was fun. I think the Gale were the Gale came off very impressive towards the end there. I think in the beginning, especially in like Gibraltar, they were much to be desired, so to speak. But coming in clutch, pulling off the reverse sweep against the Direwolves.
Can I just say that the
No.
Gale have, like, as you said, like definitely. That was rude.
I'm just kidding.
The Gale have definitely like become a really like power. Like during their first scrim, I remember watching it and being like, oh, all right, they're just gonna be like they're gonna be underdogs for a while, and then they just come out here, they reverse sweep the Dire Wolves, and they say, hey, we're here, we're a good team, deal with it. They still got their kinks in the chain to work out, but you know.
Yeah.
I definitely think that this is gonna be another great addition to the teams for our server.
Yeah, agreed. I think Gale did a great job towards the end there. I don't know what else to say. it was pretty impressive.
So can I ask how everything's gonna be working with? Just also as like a little mini update at the end of the stream for everyone, coming from the man himself, how everything's going to be working with the ponies, with Nom taking a quick break, with Season 2 coming around the bend, with the Gale needing an actual captain and an actual team strategist, and just how everything's going to work.
Sure. That's a loaded question. Let's see. So Nam's gonna be taking a small. Oh, hi, Nam's in chat. Hi, Nam. Niffle sweet. Rev. Oh, with a broom. That's pretty cool. I didn't think about that. Nam's taking a quick break from the server. So right now, Goose is the interim captain, and I believe Kovacs is the interim strategist. But so for Season 2, she will be coming back. So she remains the owner and leader of the One Trick Ponies. But that'll be for Season 2. And then your other question was the Gale. What's happening with the Gale in Season 2? Right now, the Gale is. The Gale may or may not enter the draft. I'm not too sure. It depends on who takes the permanent leadership of the team, and that's something that we're still discussing with behind the scenes. So we'll see what happens with that one. But as for the Gale for this season, I'll stay the interim captain the entire season, and then for next season, I will probably not be. Hopefully. So that's the goal there. And then the fourth team that has not been revealed, or I guess fifth team now. I'll officially call them the fifth team. The fifth team has yet to be revealed will also be entering the draft. So next season there will be at least 5 teams. But crossplay has definitely complicated things. I think a lot of players from Switch specifically have been a little. It seems like the consensus is a little bit. I don't know, lost some motivation. So I'm not sure if the Switch community at large will grow. So what does that mean for the server? Will the server grow or not grow? I'm not really sure. So I'm not entirely. In terms of the amount of teams, we're gonna attempt at 5, and we'll see how it goes.
And so for the start of Season 2, I've heard some rumors that each team will be getting reset, and they'll be able to keep 3 players of their choosing.
Yeah, it's gonna be a hybrid reset. It's gonna be keep some and release and draft others. I don't know what the number is yet. We're still talking about how many and also like the players, when they fill out the application, they'll be able to write down like whether they want to stay on the team or not, like the team that they're currently on. So like if, for example, if a player A is like, I don't want to, I want to enter free agency and see what happens, then that player will be automatically released, regardless of what the captain or the strategist wants. So
Okay.
so
And,
so there's some
like,
control there.
Kind of like second. Yeah. So like the second half of that question is for season 2, no matter like how many players are getting to like be able to stay, will that will that number include the team strategist, or will there be a possibility for a new team strategist?
The latter. It's if they keep the team strategist, that will stay like part of the count. So some teams may change team strategists.
But if it's like a keep 3 players and that if they wanted to keep their strategist, that would be one of their 3.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So in total, if it was a keep 3 players, they would have 4 players off the bat because they'd have captain plus the 3. All right.
Yeah.
Because I've been hearing a lot about this, and I just wanted to make sure like the logistics were clear for everyone.
Oh, sure.
And
yeah.
What better way to do that than ask yourself live for everyone?
Sure. I mean, that's a good question. So captains are kind of like always on their team. So like, Nom Nom will always be on the ponies. So she's always going to be a returning player, and she doesn't go towards the count, whatever the number ends up being. And the same for Nymeria with the Direwolves and myself for the Shibas. Like we don't like we're always going to be with our team. That never changes. So the amount of players that we keep, will be whatever X is, and then and that also to add more to this question, the draft order will also be affected by how many players are kept and what their SRs are. That's another thing too that will happen next season.
Yeah.
So, for example, hypothetically, if Team A keeps... No, go ahead.
Oh, we both started talking. We both stopped. I was gonna say, like, you can expect like most teams to keep their top 3. They're just like, and normally their top 3, like player wise, like gameplay wise, is also top 3 SRs, and so it's gonna be like. Obviously, if somebody's keeping like 3 Masters players, they're not gonna get to like pick a 4th Masters player.
I don't think that that's necessarily true. I don't think that like a team's just gonna keep their best players.
It's not always true.
Yeah, I would argue that that's probably not going to happen. Actually, I don't think any of the teams will do that, based off what I understand. But I mean, it's possible. But yeah, like for example,
I mean, what?
No, go ahead. What?
No,
it's not. Yeah. No, it's different in that aspect. I think with NOL, there's a lot of things that happen. But like for us, balance is very important for in the teams being relative. I don't want to say like if a team is too good, we're gonna nerf them into the ground. That's not what I mean either. It's more that if a team is weak because it has inactive players, or it has players that are BM or toxic, or it has players that are not trying or soft throwing, or for whatever reason, then we try to eliminate those things. If that makes sense. Like we're not trying to like, oh, if your team is bad and it has, I don't know, I'm just gonna say a bronze player on it. Your team is bad and it has a bronze player on it. I mean, we kind of like analyze like, okay, is the bronze player, are they like not trying? Are they not showing up? Are they toxic? Like, are they the actual problem? And honestly, most of the time, they're not. It's usually like, it's usually somebody else.
SR is like a good like baseline to like base a player on for first impression, like for like a quick, easy first impression. Like how you look at your food, and if it looks good, it probably is good. But like you'll never know until you actually try it, until you play with that player. Because you could have somebody who's in bronze, but is like a fucking god. Or you could have somebody who is in masters and is absolute trash.
I think, well, kind of. I don't know if I agree. I don't know if I agree that far, but I will say, like, you can have a bronze player that plays better.
Not to those extremes.
Yeah, but, like, they play better in a team. Like, when there's a team environment and they're, vibing and everyone's having a good time and they all get along, like, maybe that bronze player really shines. Whereas a Masters player is
Right.
difficult to work with, or doesn't practice, or just shows up late or doesn't show up at all. Like at that point, the Masters player is useless. So
Yeah.
that's like attitude. Also, attitude's a big thing too. I mean, I didn't make an announcement. I actually planned to, and then I forgot. But like, what player was recently banned for being toxic? Essentially, we're like this like super toxic, and I was like, all right, this like you can't stay in this server. You gotta go. So I mean, that's something that we.
What's the tea?
I won't get into the details because it's not really relevant. But the moral of the story is like we don't value that type of immaturity here, because I mean you have to also think like the three captains we're pretty, I don't want to say old, but we're on the mature side of the scale. Like the server is it's
A bunch
we
of kids.
good sportsmanship is very important. If anything, it's the most important thing here. I don't care how good you are. You can be grandmaster on Switch, grandmaster on PC, but if you have a bad attitude, you don't have a home here. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, that's the expectations for next season, I think. Cool.
Really exciting. And with that, I have no more questions. I feel like chat isn't asking any questions.
I just see a lot of cancel
So-
Narktons, cancel buffs, Azure is bronze.
I mean, as long as I'm not being canceled, fuck everyone else.
Okay.
Language.
Huh?
I said language.
Ay.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's Twitch.
Yeah, so extra language.
Yeah, I don't know how
It's
I don't know
Twitch,
how
as
Twitch
long as-
guidelines work in terms of the canceling or
Twitch,
uncanceling.
you can do like those kind of. You can do like normal swears, but once you get into any like other territories, you can't do stuff like that. But like f-bombs, Scheusenbergers, I don't know.
I think
Yeah,
the
I
official
would
cancel
swear
Batmu has
that's
started though, so that's. Oh dang! Hashtag
Because I swear.
Umtab canceled. Dang, that's taking us. That's far. That's deep.
Shut the,
Why
Shut-
Why are you canceling?
shut the F up, bot move.
People are so mean.
Chat's
Bot
revolting.
move.
It's Twitch, baby.
It's just
Hashtag
Twitch.
cancel Batman 2021.
Oh boy. All right, thanks chat so much for joining us. Congratulations to the Gale for the 3-2 victory over the Direwolves. We'll catch you in the next match, which I think is not this
Why are
weekend, but
people
next
calling
weekend.
me Umtab?
Ban Umtab. Buy Umtab. That's a good one. I like Buy Umtab. All right, guys. Thanks, help so
Why are
much.
they
Thank you,
calling me
Batmove,
by
for
all
the
You're
co-cast.
welcome.
Thanks, Elbow, as well. And hope everybody has a good night.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Take care.
I don't bring any actual good casting. I just bring energy.
Ay. All right. Have a good night, Batmove. It's good casting with you.
Good night, Narc.
See ya.